It is 1:02 p.m. on September the 29th of 2021. I've come in from outside. Um, I've shared a video. Let me find it for you all. And there was a comment on it, and my response to the comment is, no, I will not. I still have 1 year to go. Then after that 1 year, I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, we need each other more than ever. We do need each other. You can't make it alone in this world. You can't. And I'm not going to run away. Shoot. I'm not going to run away. I'm not. This is what I shared because I logged onto my Facebook, and that's really not my area of conversation anyhow. It isn't. My area of conversation is supposed to be the ships, the sun, the orbs, and all of that, and life, okay? So we need we need to remember that sometimes we've got to learn to adapt. We really do, you all. We're not always going to agree. We're not. There's plenty of people who don't even like me sharing ships. Okay, they don't. They don't like me sharing plasma. But I'm going to keep on going. I am. I'm going to keep on going, you all. And I encourage you to keep on going. Okay, because we got so much stuff to share with one another. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to keep the lines of communication opened. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It's so very important, okay? It is. It's like a job. When you go to a job, there's certain things you can do and certain things you can't do. They even have like if you have guidelines and stuff, things that you can say and things you can't say. You know, we have laws of the land. We have all of that kind of stuff, you all. But you know what? I'm not going to get caught up in that. I'm not. I'm gonna continue living my life, you all, because I love connecting with you all. I really do. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to share. I'm going to share those ships. I'm going to be sharing whatever's laid on my heart. I'm going to do it all. I am. Until my time is up. My 4 years will be up next year. And then I don't know what's going to happen to me then, you all, but I've got to stay the course. I got to stay the course. You know, there's so many things that happen in our lives that we may not be happy with. But there are things that are way beyond our physical control. Okay, they are. We just need to pick a place to stand. Okay, pick a place to stand. Okay, I'm standing upon my journey. That's what I'm standing upon. Okay, I don't want to waver. There's many times I felt like giving up, being bombarded, but I never gave up, and I'm not going to give up. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to see this journey through to the end, just like this road of life. I'm going to see it through to the end, like you, to see it through to the end, you all. Yes, fulfill that destiny. That's right, everybody. Fulfill that destiny. I'll tell you what I was doing. I was outside working on my greenhouse. I dug the post hose this morning, and I was out there pouring the cement from the wheelbarrow into the post hose because I got to let that dry. So I'm continuing doing that. You know, you got to occupy yourself. You got to occupy yourself. Find things to do. Find an outlet. Okay, and for some people, it could be listening to this video. That's an outlet for you, and it's a healthy outlet. It is. We got to find healthy outlets. We really do, to keep our vibration up, to keep that light within us shining bright. I see this ain't too popular of a video, but that's okay. It's quite all right. Whoever's meant to see it will see it. Uh, g- yes. What 4 years are up? Well, let me tell you something. I'll touch on that just a tad bit because I've told it numerous times. So it was around 4 years ago, in around June of 2018. I cannot pinpoint the exact month where my journey began. Well, I can tell you on June the 15th of 2018, I came to a stop sign on the way to my mother's house. Okay, I did. And there in the sky was this image of a lady kneeling on a cloud with her hands in front of her and her head looking back. And there was like a bun on her head. She was kneeling. And I thought, you've got to be kidding. I opened up my car door and I got out and I took a picture of it. Then the cloud dissipated. That was June the 15th of 2018. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Okay, so my journey really did start in June of, on that day, more or less, of 2015. And then somewhere, if I can find that picture of that lady on here, somewhere along that timeline, I took the pictures of the observatory. If you remember when the observatory shut down, I don't know if some of you may, but just type in observatory shutdown. They shut down all around the world around September. I just so happened to be out on in my front yard on one of my main convergence lines, geopathic ley lines, and I took a picture with my iPhone, and I had this clip-on lens on there. You see this image behind me? Right there. Well, those images, it was in September. They were shared all around the world. I had no clue. I even tuned into a Taiwan news station, and they had these pictures of this on these big, gigantic screens talking about that. And I thought, you've got to be kidding. I didn't know. And it was the strangest thing, but the observatory shut down. The story was they said that there were UFOs that came and they attached themselves to the side of the sun to heal the sun. That's what it was, like an armada of ships. But I caught that picture myself. But before then, you all, let me just tell you, and let me, if I can find my image, you all. I don't like to get on here with just my phone, but I did. It's fine. Like this image right here, this also, I was taking pictures of the two suns, just like that. Hello, Mystic Rose, and you can see behind here. There's something else behind here, but I've shared this too. I was also doing that in June. So that's why I was looking up at the sky, and that's why I saw that lady in the sky. Okay, I just want to say something right now. Looking at that picture, you all, guess what's happened? I have noticed more detail in that picture. I just now seen it that I didn't see before. It's like when you open up a book, or if you open up a Bible and you start reading, and you know, you've read something 1,000 times and it never did jump out, and then all of a sudden you open it up, you see something, I never knew that. Wow. Okay, this is one of those wow moments. Let me flip it around, you all. This is one of those wow moments. Let's see. So looking behind here, so you can see this. I didn't even notice that part for the longest time, that one right there. When I took this picture, all I was doing is I was capturing this right here and this going through the clouds together. But this, I want to tell you something about this. This thing right here is up there by the sun. And I think this is the one that we saw on that live webcam the other day at the Brest Hotel. This this rainbow color. This is always up there. I think this is, well, anyhow, it's this. There are beings in these clouds. Okay, they are. It's this right here. I think this is a, why is there a brown in the clouds? See, that right there. And this looks like it's a face, but although it's not clear. Why isn't my phone clear, you all? That's kind of strange. But if you were to examine this picture, you would see that there's all kinds of things up there. There really is. And especially that right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's like a rainbow, there's rainbow ships all around. So that right there was a very, very significant picture also that I shared. That very picture right there. And that was around that time frame of June. But it was the observatory time, the observatory shutdown that also catapulted me into that, you all. It really was. And I can't find the pictures of it offhand. I've got so many pictures on here. I've got it on my other thing, but yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I don't know if you've seen these pictures right here. So this was the picture that circulated, and it really did. And when I looked at this, I had noticed that the ships and or the beings up in the sky, they had frequency. They looked like a frequency, and they were able, these right here were able to expand. I seen them around the sun. These very ones are around the sun, and they have like a donut hole in them. And if you haven't seen that, see, this was big time. This was the image that was going all over the world, you all, because I did a, let me see this, because I did a live video on my, I did a live video on my Facebook when I was capturing them, and I knew when I took that very picture right there, that it was going to be one of the most important pictures that I will have ever shared in my life. I told them that. So I'm going to show you all something also. Let me find those images. I found it. That picture back there, you all. This is important because we got some images that go with that. Now I'm going to show you those images right here. Right here. This is on the side of the sun. See, that's what I captured. Okay, that is exactly what I captured right there on the side of the sun. These are all around the sun, and you know NASA, they quit showing this product. They quit showing this product, you see. But I was out there and I took my picture, and that's what showed up. See, I can't stop. I can't stop my journey. I can't stop doing this. I've got to fulfill my duty. I do. I've got to continue to share, you all. This is the same image right there. That observatory shut down. And I wish I could find a really close-up one, but I can't. But it's that one right there. It's the same UFOs. I caught that with my clip-on lens and my iPhone. They were healing the side of the sun. And you can see that it's kind of like expanded out. There's something expanded out. And these were all those ships. I didn't know what they were, you all.